Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. What would 12-year-old you think of how you are now? You turned out exactly how I expected, but somehow, I'm still disappointed. I expect nothing and I'm still disappointed. Edit, Jesus, a quote from Malcolm in the Middle gets a gold and 5 Kelvin upvotes, and rising. Never change, Reddit. He would honestly think I'm like the coolest guy ever and be pumped about the future, but that's just because he had really bad taste. I drink 12 beers every day. Cool. Edit, I get silver on Reddit. Cool. I get to eat that much McDonald's and do nothing but play video games every day. Awesome. Why are you crying? You have 2 PS4s. Yeah, one for me, one for my wife. Holy shit. What games do you have? Basically whatever games I want. Throwing out $30 for a game or even $60 for a great new one isn't a big deal to me. Wow. You must play like all the time. Well, I play it. Sometimes. I'm tired when I get home from work sometimes and my PS2 120 games, PS3 40 games, PS4 6 games. Will I buy a PS5 just to play one game? Probably. Why are you still a virgin? Even I lost my virginity. Wait. 12-year-olds be like, yeah, I totally had the sex, in fact I had 2. Jealous of the allowance my boss gives me, little does he know, it's actually pitiful. As a kid it would have seemed like a fortune. Then again, you could have paid me in video games and candy. Everything's relative. I'm 39 and I would still be interested in hearing more about this offer. You're going to drink that much? At 11 a.m. Wine is just jam you can drink. Now pass the toast and don't judge my breakfast. Is beer the toast? Wow, your life is boring. He's right behind me, isn't he? No, he's right in front of you. Disappointed at best. That's all you've done. 12-year-old me yells. I'm 48, and basically all I've done is raise 2 kids, never held a job longer than 4 years. I don't hold jobs long, either. Like between 2 and 4 years and I start getting the urge to move on. House, job, sometimes career, even education, went back to school thrice. I keep relationships / people around long term, but everything else has gotta go. Perhaps I'll be a sailor. And I'll sail the seas between. Perhaps I'll be a tailor. Making outfits for the queen. Perhaps I'll be a dancer. And I'll dance the night away. I'll find a cure for cancer. I'll write myself a play. Perhaps I'll be a writer. And I'll charge a writer's fee. The bravest firefighter that you'd ever hope to see. Perhaps I'll be a lawyer. And I'll rank amongst the best. I'll build the Star Destroyer. I'll conquer every test. Perhaps I'll be a lover. And I'll love my lovely life. I'll journey and discover. With my lovely kids and wife. Perhaps I'll love tomorrow. He smiled and looked ahead. He softly sighed with sorrow. Or maybe not, he said. I was an idiot at 12 so he'd think I was cool. Now me is an idiot too but I only think I'm kinda cool. That's cool. Cool. He would be disappointed because I'm not a professional football player or a rap artist. That little delusional brat. But if he found out you're a rapping football artist, he'd be ecstatic. I misread and thought, why the fuck would his 12-year-old be ecstatic about raping a football artist? Now if it was priest from his childhood I can understand the excitement over using reverse Uno card. She wouldn't waste her time thinking about old people. Anyone over 30 was not interesting. They mostly still aren't, sadly. I'm over 30. I'm 31 and I play video games or watch TV after work, and after playing with my dogs. I'm boring as fuck and happy as fuck about it. She'll get depression earlier. Oh, so that doesn't just go away with time. Oh sweetie, number. It only gets worse. Pat pat. Sorry, hollyhock. Sure, I become successful but my hairline is going to recede and start becoming bald. Starts violently sobbing. If it makes you feel any better, that was going to happen anyway and at least you're not unsuccessful. I'm bald and this makes me feel better, thanks. Pro-life hack: if you cut off your balls, your hairline will stop receding. Wait, for real. I don't even want kids. Bye, your little cunts. /bad advice. Disappointed because my life is nothing like she wanted. 16-year-old me would be proud of me dealing with my issues though, and I think that matters more. Thanks, needed this. I like your username. 12-year-old me had no friends, was bullied, and hated everything in his life. He had fears of getting fat, dying alone, and spending his days hidden from the world. He would cry at how well we've wound up. Married, working as an engineer, with a home, a baby on the way, sheetloads of close friends whom I love and would do anything for, and the kids who used to bully me wound up exactly where they belonged. Who's that awesome dude right there? Awesome dude and few compare. Awesome dude with kids and wife. Awesome job. And awesome life. Who's that awesome dude above? Awesome dude with luck in love. Awesome dude with things to do. Awesome friends. And future too. Who's that awesome dude ahead? Awesome dude and life he's led. Who's that awesome dude I see? Who's that awesome? Oh, it's me. Hey, you have Star Wars. It's right here on the shelf. Hey, why is it on the shelf? Why aren't you watching Star Wars? You have Star Wars. Can we watch Star Wars now? No, we're not watching that Star Wars, we're watching this Star Wars. That one is only there for the collection. Inserts full frame special edition VHS. I'm more fit now, so he'd probably be like, damn bro, nice biceps. Hell yeah bruh, I got 2 of them no. She'd be appalled at who I married. My husband and I went to grade school together, we did not get along at all. Probably disappointed I didn't go to her school of choice or finish college. I'm not a famous artist, I don't work for Marvel Comics, and I don't have any kids. Do you have any art you'd be willing to share? I'm sure a lot of us would love to see what you've done. Some of my stuff is on my profile. I also have an Instagram, @tmpcomics. Edit. Whoa, thanks for following me folks. Probably nothing. That would require me taking my mind off of my hot math teacher Miss Harper, and that rarely happened with 12-year-old me. Is it chilly in here? Or did your dick nipples just harden? /dicknipples. Edit, NSFW, apparently it is marked that way already. I'd be very impressed. I was overweight, depressed, basically friendless, and didn't know at the time, but being an adult now, it is very clear, some kind of attention disorder. Had horrible grades because I just didn't care, parents didn't, so why should I? Wasn't into sports at the time either. I'm now in a successful position in a very successful company, with a great social life and an awesome little family. I just bought a house I'd never in my wildest dreams thought I'd be able to afford. I'm still about 20 pounds overweight, but my husband likes my curvy butt and chest, so I call that a win, I suppose. Don't get me wrong, there have been plenty of ups and downs, but overall, I'm doing all right for myself, which is something I'd never thought would be the case at 12. That's me too. Struggled with ADHD my whole life, still do, but my mom ignores it. I struggled with my weight too. Now I'm healthy and happy. My life is pretty cool, I have a good job. I was always that weird kid obsessed with whatever band I was into, and I'm seeing my favorite band front row in a couple of weeks. 12-year-old me would probably think that was pretty awesome. Probably upset that I'm not a vet and don't own a Scarlet macaw. It's okay, little me, I found a much better aspiration and I have a cool ferret instead. Scarlet macaw. Ferret. NOOE, you've made a mistake here, but the solution is a macaw riding ferret. Wow, so I'm gay. I'm not gay, but I might tell my 12-year-old self that just to fuck with them. I'm not gay, but I've heard that many times before. Same. At 12 I thought that there was something wrong with me for liking other boys. But now I'm married and have 3 kids with my husband. Did you use surrogacy or adopt? If surrogacy, can you answer a burning question of mine please? How did you decide whose sperm to use for the first? My money is on flipping a coin. The me of today is what the 12-year-old version fantasized about becoming, a performing musician and instructor / professor. Can only speculate, but I think the 12-year-old me would be surprised and pleased that it actually happened after years of study and hard work. What instrument do you play? Piano maybe, because of your username. I've always wanted to become a musical performer / instructor, so I'm trying to live up to that. Hi, Rosimarsh. To answer your question, I play both piano and organ, plus I've studied and teach music theory, keyboard harmony, and counterpoint. I wish you all the best. He'd be stoked that I still play D&D and probably faint in joy at the sight of my RPG bookshelf. She'd be proud. She stood up to her abusive mother, and got the help she's always needed. Edit, holy shit, my first silver. Thank you kind stranger. Edit 2, holy shit my first gold. Thank you kind stranger.